Be nice to think someone at some point would be on for the golden ball maximum, but obviously it's a big match in its own right. There's another long red flies in from Brecel. We're not going to see it in this frame.
Yeah, very good long red. Good job it went in because the cue ball didn't go very far. Off comes the golden ball. Cue ball comes around nicely. This is a good chance that he's creating here, so he's going to be in this final with a chance, of which he seems to have. He's got to do something at this point.
7.
I think people forget, because he not only is he world champion, he's the youngest player in the top 16, the only player below 30 years of age. It is birthday, 29th, coming up in a couple of days. But, you know, in general, the top flight of players are 30-something, 40-somethings, like this man, late 40s. Stayed down, but it was always going to drop. Yeah, that's okay. He's got slightly awkward cueing, but the next red is quite easy.
26.
He's got to do
27.
heavy hitting, hasn't he? That's what he did in that final session against O'Sullivan at the Crucible. A remarkable spell. 7-frame spell where he just didn't miss.
I think that's okay. At first, it
34.
looked like he might have got stuck to the bunch, but the red to right middle appears to be on.
It's been a quiet season for him. There's no getting away from that, so worried to win tonight. What a boost that would be. What an injection of confidence ahead of the world title defence he's got coming up in just over a month's time. And also to win a new event, a big money event as well. Let's not get away from that either.
40.
Just would be massive for him.
41.
Well, it looks as if he might be a nod on a ball here.
48.
That's a pity. I mean, it's a good contribution, but at this level, you make a mistake and it doesn't count for very many. 48 at the outset of a frame. So he's going to go up the table. Push the red on the cushion or near it.
Luca Brecel, 48.
Decent, but not frame winning. What a shot that was. That was quite an acute angle to middle, but he hit it with a lot of pace in there. The accuracy you need on that shot is quite something. It seemed to me that Luca didn't mind all that much leaving it. Kick. Keeble definitely jumped there. Slowed it down in pace. See it again, there's a jump. Not the best contact we've seen. So I think the break's over before it really ever got going. Oh, dearie me, that's a
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 3.
That's a very slapdash safety shot from O'Sullivan. That's very much out of character. Cue ball just crashing into the reds. When there's a lot of things he could have done to avoid that.
One.
Cue ball's just run on a little bit here. Second chance in the frame then for Brecel.
A little look, sideways glance as if he wasn't on one. But I think he might just be on that. Place to run it round 2 cushions. He'd probably throw it a little wider. Anyway,
9.
didn't have to do that. He was clearly on it. So now, at the second attempt, he really needs to convert this to avoid any fight backs in the frame from the rocket.
Yeah, it's his birthday, as you say, in 2 days. It was a bit of an early present they were given here, the shot O'Sullivan played, to set him up.
Well, again, not
16.
certainty. I think he tried to get the cue ball across further to play the red into the left middle. Tough shot.
Luca Brecel,
Played it quite
16.
cannily, though. He only wanted the red and he was not leaving anything on the shot. He's played 2 of the worst safety shots I think I've seen him play in about 10 years there. Played them both in succession. The first one really was poor. That was not a lot better, and he's absolutely gifted the frame this time. I guess the closeness of this final will make it even more interesting. There might have been a school of thought that O'Sullivan would run away with it, but I think Luca's playing a bit better than that.
8.
Yes, just listening to him speak, I think he's feeling the best he's felt actually since the World Championship. It's not been a productive season, but he feels his form's coming back. He's enjoying himself again. And this is a big occasion. This is why you play snooker, for nights like this. We know how inspired he can get. We've seen it. Ronnie O'Sullivan has seen it firsthand.
14.
The other thing is they're 2 very quick players. I mentioned O'Sullivan,
15.
but Luca is not a lot slower in pace. I mean, I expect these frames to rattle along.
Just contrast his mood here with, at the Masters, Rachel Casey asked him, didn't she, before he played Jack Lazowski, are you looking forward to it? He said,
20.
not really. But thankfully, that's in the past.
20.
He is looking forward to playing now, and he's playing some good stuff here. OK, he's been set up a couple of times, but going off the back of certainly the match earlier in Mark Allen, he must fancy his chances tonight.
29. 31.
I'm just not sure he's been putting in the hard yards, which you need to do either side of Christmas. You know, he hadn't. I think he was enjoying everything that went with being world champion.
34.
Why shouldn't he? But I think now he's realised he's got to knuckle down, roll his sleeves up, get on with it. And now he looks a different player again.
38.
Had a lovely player to watch still.
I mean, big hand barely touched the table there. He just hit it so quickly.
It's game on here in Riyadh. Luca Brecel levels the final. This is promising to be a mini classic tonight. It's only best of 9. but every moment is fascinating. Brecel levels up at 1 each.